This is the unapologetic Jet, man. We are back with a story with some positive news, man. It was sad when it happened. France International World Cup winner, Premier League winner with Manchester City, the best club in England right now. Benjamin Mendy was accused of raping two women back in 2020, and of course, no one let the legal process play out, and this man lost basically 3 years in his prime of his career of playing football, man. And he's been vindicated, been cleared by the courts, and this happens too often, man. As a former athlete myself, I've seen different guys get in these type of situations, man. I've seen it in college, seen it at the professional ranks. And it's just terrible to see, and it's really sad because it's a almost a boy who cried wolf thing, and you want to believe all these women that go through these type of things, but to put a man, drag a man through the mud for 3 years, ruin his reputation, he loses his sponsorships. At least Manchester City had to keep paying the man, so he didn't lose wages, but he's definitely lost future earnings. Probably won't play for another really big top club, and he's a big time top talent. And it's just sad to see, man. It happens too often, and I feel for all the women that have gone through these things. But the reality is, the only way we're gonna get this to stop happening is there has to be repercussions for women who falsely accuse men of these things, man. Whether that's payment or restitution, jail time, probation, something. That's the only way to stop these things, man, because they're happening too regularly. They've happened to Neymar. They've happened to Cristiano Ronaldo. And a lot of times it's a money grab, but, juries of his peers 2 times basically said that, they find no fault with the man. And it's a relief to see a lot of his friends and former teammates have come out in support of him, of course, and the cancel culture that we live in, they've been slandered as well. Oh, well, just because he was proven not guilty doesn't mean it's true. But just because he was accused doesn't mean it was true either. So either way, the man lost 3 years of his career over something that ultimately a jury of his peers decided wasn't true. And again, this happens too often, man. I just want to tell, man, I have a son myself. You guys got to be careful, man. I can't remember. I think it was Tony Dungy, the great Tony Dungy, the head coach, former head coach of the Colts and Buccaneers, said you get in trouble with women you know too well and women you don't know well enough. So, be cognizant of that. And fellas, man, just you got to be cognizant of these type of things, not get yourself in these type of situations, man. I'm happy that, the court system played out. But ultimately, this man, who was a top talent, World Cup winner, as I said, Premier League winner, lost 3 years of the prime of his career, age 24 to basically 27. He's not playing football at the peak of his powers, and probably would have went on to earn even a bigger contract at this stage. I think he's 27 or 28 now. So just crazy, man. You guys got to be on top of things, man, and continue to vet these women that you're around so these type of things don't happen, man. They happen too often. It's sad. And we know there's women out here that prey on guys that got money and are athletes. So it's just part and parcel. But we got to be careful. And again, my heart goes out to all the women that have actually been affected by these type of things. And whether he did it or did not, the problem I have is that he's been dragged through the mud and ultimately been found not guilty. So he's lost earnings. He's lost sponsorship deals. He's lost 3 years of career to win trophies. And he'll forever be known as someone who was accused of rape twice. No matter what happens, no matter the future, people will always remember, oh yeah, that Manchester City. It got to the point where Manchester City fans were afraid to mention his name. So big up to him. Obviously, he was very emotional, cried about it. I'm happy guys like Paul Pogba and Memphis Depay came out in support of him. Friends of his that went through this. So it's just tough to see, man, but again, it's just part and parcel of the game. Fellas, you got to do better. You got to pick better. And again, I want to reiterate, This is in no way bashing women that have gone through this legitimately. But again, we got to let the court system play out. Maybe we keep these things in public and allow guys to keep playing, man, until they're found guilty or not. Because as an athlete, you know, your early 20s, especially mid 20s, is precious, man. It's a precious time. And again, his team won a lot of trophies. They just won the treble. He could have been a part of that. So it's tough not to look at that. Obviously, ultimately, he's just happy to be proven not guilty. And all along, he said he wasn't guilty. So, you know, the women that accused him, nothing will happen. No one knows their names. You know, they have no repercussions. They'll pay no restitution. They'll do no jail time. They won't be slandered. And they'll just get to go on their lives while this man will have to repair his life. And I hope a top team comes after him because he was a top talent. He was an incredible left back going forward, could put in a cross, had pace, was athletic. Maybe he'll get back into the France team. We'll see. But just another sad story. This is the Unapologetic Gent. Continue to watch my content. Like, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on socials. Love y'all. Peace. I'm out.